The battle for the Peach State is filled with legendary moments, from the 22-point Yellow Jacket victory in the first installment in 1893 to the 8-overtime Classic in 2024. Clean, old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Branch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Branch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up with? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
After watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the tight end. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's King. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive. They're getting down close to field goal range. You're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. What matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but with the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they... Business on first down. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can... around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
With the catch, it's Branch. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Buying some time. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Stockton. Looking to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense... you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Toss sweep to the right. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give on the inside. and 7. On the run, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He now has 84 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 33, it's first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The give to the tailback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. We got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's King. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Yellow Jackets with the first and 10. looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 21.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. These quarters going to give them some space. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle, H. Patterson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphreys. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Power football with the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the run, it's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the 2nd half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Grab near the marker. It's Branch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
The offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's King. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing. Forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's King. He's going to take off. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rutherford. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on third down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fights off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping it short on fourth down?
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
The Dogs heading quickly to the line. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Branch. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Scanning the field, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to go up top. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Georgia Tech, 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On the critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The clean, old-fashioned hate